The 77th Annual Commencement of Mercy High School is hereby convened. I ask everyone to please rise and join the graduates as they will sing America the Beautiful. The words to the first verse can be found in the box at the bottom of the program. Mrs. Rebecca Ferguson will lead us.
For amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Please be seated. On behalf of the Mercy High School community, the administration, faculty, staff, and students, I cordially welcome you to this afternoon to share in the celebration of this very special event. Sister Bridget Johnson will now offer our invocation. Sister Bridget is a Sister of Mercy, a fellow educator, a proud alumni of Mercy High School, and a member of the Mercy Board of Trustees. Sister Bridget.
Good afternoon and welcome. Oh, gracious and loving God, we thank you for these young women graduating today, for the friends they have made at Mercy, for the days of laughter and fun, for the times of discovery and learning. We thank you for those who have given of their energy and skill so that these women can graduate today. Their teachers and mentors, their families and loved ones. We thank you for them and entrust them all to you in prayer. As this chapter of life closes for our graduates, so a new one begins. We present them like an open book before you. Fill their minds with your thoughts, fill their hearts with your dreams, that they might eternally love and serve you this day and every day. Help them to be truly women of faith, women for others, women of mercy. Amen.
Thank you, Sister Bridget Johnson. It is now my honor to introduce Mrs. Patricia Sattler, Principal of Mercy High School. Pat has 21 years of experience in Catholic education in a variety of capacities ranging from technology education, school improvement, and of course, administration. Her commitment to Mercy is evident in her strong, intentional leadership and willingness to offer support to everyone in the Mercy community. Pat leads by example, and it is a true honor to work with and for her. Please welcome our principal, Mrs. Patricia Sattler.
Welcome, families, board members, and of course, especially our Mercy class of 2022 graduates. Yeah, absolutely. What a remarkable journey our Mercy graduates, parents, and guardians have taken to be here today. On behalf of the Mercy High School administration, faculty, and staff, We are enormously grateful to together acknowledge the many accomplishments and personal growth of these outstanding young women. Parents and guardians, we know that there were many options available to you in selecting the best academic experience for your daughter, and we are grateful that you chose Mercy, and that your daughter shared her unique personality and talents with us. We are a better place because she is forever a part of the Mercy family. We thank you for your overwhelmingly support and partnership during the unprecedented opportunities we have taken together. Today, we celebrate your daughter's journey as she grew to embrace the attributes and core values of a Mercy education. She is compelled by mercy. She demonstrates educational courage. She is inspired by faith. She lives with principled leadership and is a voice for dignity and respect, because this is the result of a Mercy education. Your love, encouragement, and guidance for your graduate has supported her for today's success. One of our amazing, they are all amazing, Valedictorian, Salutatorian finalists has shared this story of her parents' continual support. Her parents, like you, always provided her love and encouragement throughout her ever-changing dreams and aspirations. And at one point, she shared with her mother that she decided she would like to become a farmer. And her mother's upbeat response was, "Well then, we better get you a shovel." And this is a prime example of what each and every one of you have done to ensure your daughter has acquired the fortitude, the continued belief, the knowledge, skills, and most importantly, the faith and heart to best prepare her for the next adventure. Graduates, congratulate yourselves and be proud of your courage. You have uniquely been given the opportunity to learn more about yourself in these last few years in a way that many never get the experience for until later in life. Poet and author E.E. Cummings said, "It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are." Class of 22, congratulations on the successes you celebrate today. We pray that you never underestimate the strength of your courage as you begin the next step of your life adventure and show the world the impact of a Mercy education. Welcome and congratulations.
Thank you, Mrs. Sattler. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you our president, Dr. Cheryl Krieger. Dr. Krieger's life and career have been immersed in education. She began her journey as a student at Mercy. She later became a teacher, then a principal, then a superintendent, and finally returned to Mercy 12 years ago as our president. Dr. Krieger is completely dedicated to the entire Mercy community and can often be seen at our students' games and events supporting the Marlins in all that they do. Please welcome our president, Dr. Cheryl Krieger.
Welcome, families, friends, Sisters of Mercy, associates and companions, board members, faculty and staff. Graduates, today is your day to rejoice. Rejoice in all you have accomplished and all that you will accomplish in your life ahead. You are privileged to have received a Mercy education with the help of parents, friends, faculty, and many that you don't even know, those who have prayed diligently for you and support you and the school with their time, talent, and treasure. As you think back across your 4 years of a personal journey at Mercy, there is much to remember, and I hope you have feelings of accomplishment, joy, and happiness. You were challenged, there is no doubt, and once again, you showed courage. Events such as COVID had to be at times overwhelming, and the emotions were many. Because of your resiliency, you are now better prepared for whatever will come your way, and there will be something. Considering all this, pay mind to the words of Mahatma Gandhi, who aptly said, "No person's life or experiences can be encompassed in one telling. There is no way to give each year or moment its allotted weight, to include each event, each person who helped to shape a lifetime. What can be done is to be faithful in spirit to the record. So to do this and honor your record, I congratulate each of you on this graduation milestone and all it took to be here today. Continue to honor your friends, family, and the memories, and know that you will always have a place at Mercy. Looking forward, I would like you to remember the power of two simple words that begin with an L: leadership and love. First, the idea of leadership. Leadership has been intricately woven into the fiber of a Mercy education since the beginning of Our Lady of Mercy in 1945. The first students saying, "Builders of tomorrow," are the students of OLM. Today, our motto is "Women who make a difference," and in our song, we proudly proclaim that we're building tomorrow with our lives today. Leadership is an expectation of what your life, and your knowledge that it is not passive. So what does it actually mean to be a builder of tomorrow? Might you be the first president of the United States? Possibly. Might you be the one to find cures? Potentially. Might you be the one to go to the far reaches of the earth to minister to the needs of persons in a third world country? Promisingly. No matter what walk of life you choose or position in which you serve, the challenge is to lead from where you are each and every day. Lead by example. And to do that, know yourself and be compelled by faith. Find a way to do the work that you love or are commissioned to do. Do what is important quietly and with conviction. Be open to God's plan for you. Realize that the choices you make and the way you approach your work each day is what will change the world. Along with these practical words, there is a central question regarding leadership asked by Henri Nouwen, a Dutch priest. Listen carefully as he posits. Should not the leaders of the future truly be women of God? People with an ardent desire to dwell in God's presence, to listen to God's voice, to look at God's beauty, to touch God's incarnate word, and to taste fully God's infinite goodness. Certainly, this adds a new dimension to your ability to lead, as well as how you do it. So point number one, always remember you are a leader. And secondly, and as equally important, remember to love. Love God above all, love others, love yourself, forgive yourself, and take care of yourself. Let yourself be loved in turn. Again, this love for self and others forms how we approach the world each day. We already know love in the form of our values, human dignity, option for the poor, service, mercy, and justice. Are these not merely forms of love that challenge you to see God Himself in every person you meet? You have accomplished so much already, and your Mercy education has prepared you well for the journey ahead. The world needs women of mercy. Keep learning, go armed for leadership with love, and take your mercy values. The poet, Rainer Maria Rilke, states, "You are special. God speaks to each of us as He makes us. Then He walks with us silently, and these are the words we dimly hear. I send you out to the limits of your longing. Embody me. Flare up like a flame and let everything wonderful happen to you, for nearby is the country they call life. You will know it by its seriousness. Give me your hand." Lastly, for quotes, Psalm 60. "Let your mind be guided by truth, your heart informed by mercy, then you will know peace and joy." Lastly are some words from my heart. May God bless you, and may you know that you are always part of a Mercy sisterhood. And you are the sisterhood. You make it work. So now, my beautiful Mercy sisters, go out to lead, love, and serve. Be the true women who make a difference. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Krieger. I am thrilled to introduce to you our class salutatorian, Anna Ramatsky. Anna is described by her peers as humble, disciplined, kind, respectful, and driven. During her time at Mercy, Anna has challenged herself with a rigorous course load, including numerous honors and AP classes, such as AP Literature, which I was lucky enough to have been able to teach her. Anna's dedication filters into everything that she does, and I often marveled at her ability to read through the lines of so many complex texts. Additionally, she served the school community as senior class officer. She will be attending the University of Michigan in the fall as a Chick Evans Scholar studying neuroscience with the ultimate goal of becoming a neurologist. Please welcome Salutatorian Anna Ramatsky.
Hi everyone, my name is Anna Ramatsky, and I am the salutatorian of this year's graduating class. I would like to offer a warm welcome to the Mercy board members, administration, faculty and staff, parents, families, friends, and of course, the class of 2022. I honestly had a really hard time writing this speech because Mercy has been one of the best experiences of my life, so it was a little challenging to sum it up, but here it goes. I can't think of anything more gratifying than my Mercy experience. So I'd like to speak on the concept of gratitude. When I was younger, my mom used to tuck me in every night and ask me to tell her a few things I was grateful for. My answers varied from stars to dogs to butterflies, but one thing that always seemed to repeat was rainbows. I loved rainbows so much that you could find them on every paper I ever turned in throughout elementary school. But they were not rainbows in the traditional sense. A rainbow is supposed to be an arch full of all colors, but mine only included purple and blue. If there's anything I can say about elementary school, it is that I tried to be a good student, and purple and blue were most definitely my favorite colors. At the time, I thought purple and blue were pretty cool, but I had yet to experience the other flavors of the rainbow. And no, this is not an ad for Skittles. Like my narrow view of colors focused on purple and blue, despite the existence of an entire spectrum, I approached school solely as a place to find academic validation and good grades, despite the possibility of a diverse and empowering community. But that diverse and empowering community was exactly what I found in Mercy, between both students and staff. I went into freshman year not really knowing what to expect, only focused on maintaining my GPA and doing well academically. I also cut back on my drawing of rainbows on my papers. I didn't focus on branching out, and my rainbow remained two-toned. Sure, I was grateful to go to Mercy, but I had not truly found my reason why yet. Sophomore year, I began to dabble in more colors, like green and orange. I made every attempt to expand my circle and find my niche in the Mercy community like so many of my classmates had already done. I tried things I knew I wasn't comfortable with, like forensics and debate club, which clearly didn't help me overcome my fear of public speaking. And I also started things that I've really come to love, like peer-to-peer and Youth Mercy Associates. There are certainly some things I signed up for, just because I thought they were the right things to do. But over time, I realized that this willingness to do anything in the first place was drawing me into activities that gave me a sense of purpose, so I could do them with passion. With every new conversation I had in a club meeting and interaction I had during service opportunities, I could see the light that formed my purple and blue rainbow expanding into another, more beautiful shade. Then it was senior year, and I realized that I had almost reached the end of this big and beautiful rainbow. Unlike real rainbows, though, there isn't a pot of gold here, and college is really expensive. I found it difficult not to get sentimental at the thought of one last red and green day sitting next to the once intimidating strangers who I now call my best friends, or one last time listening to Lily say, "It's a great day to have a great day" on the announcements. I really think that slogan is fitting for our high school experience. If there was one major takeaway I have from Mercy, it is that every day is what you choose to make it. It's definitely easier to go from class to class and forget that you're even a part of a sisterhood that spans much farther than the walls of Mercy High School. But what I came to find out was that every day was so much better if I really got into the Mercy spirit and worked to make the school what I wanted it to be, instead of remaining still and complaining about all of the shortcomings. There were undoubtedly some challenges, from favorite teachers leaving, to the kick and chicken seasoning changing, to online school. We all conquered obstacles that we couldn't have even imagined 4 years ago, but came out stronger and better women for it. Not only are we now more resilient, but hopefully more grateful for the time we have had and the great privilege of spending it together during our senior year. I think we have all come to know how much better it is to be able to say hi to a friend without the preliminary action of unmuting, and appreciate that no matter how tired you are, seeing the smiling face of your Mercy sister in person can make your day a whole lot better. So thank you, Mercy, for teaching me how to expand my idea of learning beyond the intellectual sense. Thank you for filling in my rainbow with colors I did not know existed. Now as we go forth, I've come to realize that this really isn't the end of the rainbow after all. In reality, we are all in this rainbow for good, because I know that even after I leave this stage, I will still list all of the teachers, friends, and Mercy memories that have impacted me for life when I think of what I'm thankful for every night before I fall asleep. And please, don't hesitate to continuously find ways to expand your own rainbows. I think there are more flavors out there than Skittles would like us to know. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna, and congratulations to our class of 2022 Salutatorian. It is now with great honor that I introduce Mercy High School's Valedictorian for the class of 2022, Julia Rea. When speaking about Julia, one of her teachers shared, "It has been a privilege to watch her dedication to our Mercy values. She is thoughtful, intentional, and incredibly kind. She treats all people with respect and love." Julia is a leader both in and out of the classroom and has a strong passion for learning. She has challenged herself with multiple APs and honors classes, and this year, again, I was fortunate to have Julia as my student in AP Literature class, where I not only learned from Julia, but witnessed her insight and creativity firsthand. Throughout her time at Mercy, Julia completed over 1,000 hours of community service, where she immersed herself in Angel's Place to help those with developmental disabilities, as well as the Youth Mercy Associates. In the fall, she plans on attending the University of Notre Dame, where she hopes to study neuroscience. Julia desires to one day pursue a career in medicine or dentistry. Please join me in welcoming Mercy's 2022 Valedictorian, Julia Rea.
Thank you, Mrs. Harold, for your kind introduction. Once again, I would like to extend a warm welcome to Mercy board members, administration, faculty and staff, parents, Aunt Marie, families, friends, and of course, my classmates in the Mercy class of 2022. My name is Julia Rea, and it is an honor to be talking to everyone here today. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Really? Another speech? I get it. Please try not to fall asleep. I know it can be tempting. When archaeologist Howard Carter breached the antechamber of King Tut's tomb exactly 100 years ago this year, he was the first person in over 3 millennia to lay eyes on what he described as strange animals, statues, and gold. Everywhere the glint of gold. He was absolutely dumbstruck with amazement. Having heard nothing from Carter for an extended period of time, his patient colleague eventually asked if he could see anything. Yes, Carter replied, many wonderful things. Today, before me, I too am privileged to see many wonderful things. For the first time gathered here today as Mercy graduates, a group of beautiful young women dressed in white, glinting with gold, and ready to take the next step in their lives to make a difference in this world. Shanghai could have kept its pearls because we clearly didn't need them today. How privileged we all are to witness this milestone in the history of Mercy High School. As everyone does at the end of the school year, I have been reading through the great tome of 21st century American literature, the 2022 Mercy Yearbook. On page 178, a student quote stuck with me. Our esteemed colleague, Leah LaFontaine, pointed out that we are the only Mercy class in the 2021-2022 academic year to have had one full normal year here at Mercy. She's right. It was therefore up to us to renew and pass on to the next generation all of those traditions we learned as Mercy students in the way, way back of 2018 and 19 BC. That is before Corona. So while we may not have realized it at the moment, we were tasked this year with the tall order of resurrecting Mercy and its many traditions that lay dormant, some of which were in jeopardy of extinction. I'm not just talking about big things like sports and senior prom. I'm talking about the little things too, like our school spirit on field day and spirit week, the excitement that we bring to Mercy events, and our overall presence in the building. Each of which is one piece of a large puzzle that binds us together as part of the unique experience that is Mercy. It may not be acknowledged too often, but rest assured the class of 2022 did not disappoint in the rebound of Mercy High School. It's the many wonderful things we did this year that has made all the difference, and that is where our greatness truly lies. Yes, we, along with our great teachers and staff, have resurrected Mercy. From the ashes at 11 Mile and Middle Belt rose not a phoenix, but a silly fish with a toothy grin. Come August, we will be replaced by a new crop of marlins, walking those yellow and blue cinder block hallways. We can be proud of the legacy we have left behind for them. I mean, we couldn't even make it to our cars in the parking lot on the last day of school before the class of 2023 claimed senior study as their own. That ever-present excitement and spirit in those girls exists because of us and because of the examples we have set. Now, on your graduation day, it's natural to look to the future. But let us never forget our past and the people and institutions that got us to our destinations. While we celebrate our accomplishments today, it is just as much of a day of gratitude to our parents and families. Thank them for what they've done for you, especially the ones who volunteered to take the late shift at our senior all-night party tonight. Always be generous to Mercy. Give back, with your time and, when you earn it, your money. Beat you to it, Mrs. Sattler and Dr. Krieger. Visit Mercy. Be an ambassador for your school. Speak well of your high school because your high school is a reflection of yourself. Follow its progression. Wouldn't it be great in the future if we were to receive the following email? Dear Mercy parent, guardian, alumni, we were informed of 4 students who tested positive for generosity towards Mercy. The students were last seen in the building during the week of May 16th. We have contacted Oakland County Health Department. Anyone considered to have been exposed to these contagious acts of goodwill has been contacted, and donations have been requested. Imagine that. Now there's an email I wouldn't mind receiving once a week. And of course, be generous with your daughters. If you still live in the Detroit area, consider giving your daughters an opportunity to find sisterhood in a great Catholic learning environment. Imagine the day you walk through those halls with your 9th grader. You can show her where you took Mr. Kuriak's physics class, Mrs. Harold's AP Lit class, and where you spent your off hours. Tell her about the previous locker room where we once found an old gym sock that Miss Byrne helped us carbon date all the way back to the Nixon administration. After all, at the end of the day, it's not about money or buildings or athletic fields. Mercy's only really important asset is its people. Let's add to our Mercy family from within. Remember that we are all Mercy sisters. Reach out to one another frequently. Don't wait for someone to contact you. Take the initiative and reach out first. That is the only way to keep these bonds going forward. If you don't make the call or text, it will never happen. Think about it. This is the last time we will all be together as a class. After this ceremony, it's entirely up to you to keep these bonds, keep alive these bonds and connections. You and you alone. Seriously, let's not lose what we have built together. We will soon be preparing ourselves for new adventures and many wonderful things of our own making. Unlike King Tut's sleepy treasure, I'm confident our impact will be swift and powerful. As I'm sure you know, the next few months will pass quicker than a Marion girl faking an injury on the soccer field. That's pretty short if you didn't know. Come fall, each and every one of us will become something else. Some will become Spartans, some Wolverines, Lakers, Golden Eagles, you name it. There's even a future Renegade, Kate, and a future Wildcat, Kendall, among us. But no matter where we go or who we become, we are all Mercy girls, glinting with gold. So do not, under any circumstance, forget your inner fish. You are and will always be a Mercy Marlin. It has been a true pleasure to have been sisters with each and every one of you for the past 4 years, or in your case, Maggie, 7. Let's go out with a bang tonight. Thank you and farewell to the Mercy class of 2022.
It's a good thing I'm not following her. Okay, so thank you and congratulations, Julia. This afternoon is a time for celebration. However, we ask you to experience this time with respect and dignity. As the seniors walk across the stage, we ask you to listen in silence to the words each one has chosen to represent her feelings on this special day. These chosen quotes lend a unique elegance to our ceremony. Please refrain from shouting and whistling so that you can hear this final statement. Each graduate has truly earned this moment. Please let it be one of grace and dignity. A professional photographer will capture the moment when each student receives her diploma. Information about ordering that photo will be posted on Mercy's website. You may certainly take additional photos, however, we ask that you remain in your seats. Dr. Krieger, the Board of Trustees, and the faculty now ask that you confer the diplomas earned by the candidates here assembled. Mrs. Patricia Sattler and Mrs. Alicia Tarplin will assist. Ms. Colleen McMaster, Associate Principal, please present the candidates for diploma.
It is my honor to present Mercy's class of 2022. Teresa Ann Abbo.
Spread love everywhere you go. Let no one ever come to you without being happier.
Mary Catherine Acho Tartoni, magna cum laude.
I need a room full of mirrors so I can be surrounded by greatness. And happy birthday, Mom.
Lindsay Lanaya Almquist, magna cum laude.
Just be yourself. There's no one better.
Andrea Andres, magna cum laude.
Wherever you go, no matter what the weather, always bring your own sunshine.
Shelby Armanduras.
It always seems impossible until it's done.
Kate Olivia Ashley, cum laude.
You need to find your reason for living, man. You've got to find your big, just gigantic drum kit, you know?
Casey Nicole Baldwin, cum laude.
Go forth and set the world on fire.
Chloe Madeline Balo.
Education is an admirable thing, but it is well to remember from time to time that nothing that is worth knowing can be taught.
Sarah Kathleen Cunningham, cum laude.
Laughter is timeless. Imagination has no age. Dreams are forever.
Madeline Marion Bassa.
Explore more, worry less.
Caitlin Marie Bagosa, cum laude.
My mind and my soul are the weapons, and every failure was a lesson. It's time to stop blocking these blessings.
Ariel Elaine Jamila Blakey, magna cum laude.
We must let go of the life we have planned so as to accept the one that is waiting for us.
Ainsley Blash.
I'm constantly worrying about the next part of my life without realizing I'm right in the middle of what I used to look forward to.
Justina Maria Block, magna cum laude.
The most important reason to live in the moment is that nothing lasts forever. Enjoy the moment while it's right in front of you. Be present.
Madeline Elise Boucher, cum laude.
Goodbye? Oh no, please. Can't we go back to page 1 and do it all over again?
Natasha Maria Boris, magna cum laude.
Even if it ends badly, it's worth it if it made you feel something. It taught you something.
Ella O'Leary Brandemill.
Don't follow where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail.
Sarah Brantley.
I don't know where I'm going from here, but I promise it won't be boring.
Elise Marie Brown.
Count your blessings, not your problems.
Anna Catherine Burns.
No matter what happens in life, be good to people. Being good to people is a wonderful legacy to leave behind.
Jaden Burr.
Don't live someone else's dream, find your own.
Reese Chandler Coleman, magna cum laude.
A strong woman knows she has strength for the journey, but a woman of strength knows it is in the journey where she will become strong.
Elise Cynthia Collins, magna cum laude.
Carpe diem, seize the day, boys. Make your lives extraordinary.
Riley Nicole Condon, magna cum laude.
I think sometimes in life, the biggest challenges end up being the best things that happen.
Nora Mary Dillon.
It's not what the world holds for you, it's what you bring to it.
Kamari Corinne Dokes.
Change won't come if we wait for some other person or time. We're the ones we've been waiting for. We're the change that we seek.
Samantha Lily Dompier, magna cum laude.
Every person you meet knows something you don't. Learn from them.
Kelly Ann Doyle.
Best 2 years of my life.
Sophia Nicole Dugas, magna cum laude.
Since love grows within you, so beauty grows, for love is the beauty of the soul.
Avery Josephine Earl.
Go where your energy is reciprocated, celebrated, and appreciated.
Elizabeth Ann Edwards.
It is impossible to live without failing, unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not lived at all, in which case you fail by default.
Reese Catherine Elliott.
Little things make big things happen.
Elisa Nicole Elmore.
Life is fun when you're confusing people.
Candace, Noella, Etta.
Thank you, Mercy, but for now, I say goodbye to this chapter of my life, and I look forward to what comes next.
Aubrey, Kathleen, E2, magna cum laude.
I never look back, darling. It distracts me from the now.
Sawyer Rose Evans, magna cum laude.
Stop wasting your talents due to lack of confidence. Someone not as dope as you will pass you because they believe in themselves more.
Chloe Alexandra Fanning.
If you focus on what you left behind, then how can you see what lies ahead?
Gabriella Jean Fetchko.
Don't spend time beating on a wall, hoping to transform it into a door.
Allison Suzanne Fergan.
We all take different paths in life, but no matter where we go, we take a little of each other.
Kirsten Lynn Fitzgerald.
The road to success is always under construction.
Michaela Mary Grace Fitzsimons.
If you are what you should be, you will set the whole world on fire.
Isabella Grace Ford.
Normality is a paved road. It's comfortable to walk, but no flowers grow.
Lily Elizabeth Fromm, magna cum laude.
Tomorrow is a new day with no mistakes in it yet.
Abigail Marie Fush, magna cum laude.
If you want something you've never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done.
Sophia Marie Gabe, magna cum laude.
Pay attention to where you are going, because without meaning, you might get nowhere.
Nina Elizabeth Janice.
It's time to say goodbye, but I think goodbyes are sad, and I'd much rather say hello. Hello to a new future.
Leah Simone Gentry.
I can't wait to graduate from high school so I can complain about college.
Rachel Ann George.
My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style.
Meghana Kiran Govindaraj, magna cum laude.
If you'll excuse us, we have glass ceilings to shatter.
Gracie Marie Grady.
Beginnings are usually scary, and endings are usually sad, but it's everything in between that makes it all worth living.
Anjara Greenwood.
Can I take a nap now?
Catherine Megan Gutowski.
Greet the future with anticipation. Dream big and work hard. Remember your roots, manners, and the way home.
Addison Jennifer Gerke.
Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life.
Zainab Hakim.
Sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory.
Caroline Margaret Hamilton.
Not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love.
Ella Diane Harris.
The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Of whom shall I be afraid?
Brooke Morgan Heary, magna cum laude.
I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength.
Sophia Margaret Herman, cum laude.
Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you are doing, you will be successful.
Katie Elizabeth Herman.
The greatest pleasure in life is doing what others say you cannot do.
Carissa Shelby Hodges.
Find what makes you feel most alive and go for it. The future will take care of itself.
Anna Howe, magna cum laude.
May the rest of our lives be the best of our lives.
Adriana Grace Ibrahim.
Keep your eyes lifted high upon the sun, and you'll see the best light in everyone.
Gabrielle Victoria Jalaba, magna cum laude.
The last few months, I've been practicing how to be a college student by having a lot of coffee.
Kendall Maureen Jansen.
If you're happy doing what you love, nobody can tell you you're not successful.
Sophia Claire Jarvis.
Nothing is absolute. Everything changes, everything moves, everything revolves, everything flies and goes away.
Annie Catherine Jefferson.
When you believe in a thing, believe in it all the way, implicitly and unquestionable.
Maria Teresa Johnson.
Remember to always show love, no matter who you are.
Veronica Sylvia Jude, magna cum laude.
Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go.
Renelle Mary Jueda.
You must have some vision for your life, even if you don't know the plan. You have to have a direction in which you choose to go.
Aubrey Kalmbach, cum laude.
Ego never accepts the truth.
Maya Cotter, magna cum laude.
Sometimes you gotta close a door to open a window.
Grace Elizabeth Kirby.
Do not allow people to dim your shine just because they are blinded. Tell them to put some sunglasses on.
Elizabeth Catherine Kitchen.
God is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. God will help her when morning dawns.
Audette Kizzy.
Nothing is holding me back anymore. I know what I want and I'm gonna get it. Call me Dr. Kizzy III.
Grace Amina Kizzy.
I am thankful for all those who said no to me. It's because of them that I'm doing it myself.
Grace Ann Nitel.
If you are brave enough to say goodbye, life will reward you with a new hello.
Allison Kohler, cum laude.
Don't be complacent with living with the results of other people's thinking.
Marissa Rose Kanja.
Never change to please others.
May Ann Corti.
The way I see it, if you want the rainbow, you gotta put up with the rain.
Jasmine Marie Costa, magna cum laude.
There is nothing in the law of God that will rob you of happiness. It only denies you that which would cost you sorrow.
Claire Hannah Kerpinski.
They say that the best blaze burns brightest when circumstances are at their worst.
Delisa Nicole Labra Avila.
The most valuable possession you can own is an open heart. The most powerful weapon you can be is an instrument of peace.
Leah Fontaine.
In response to those who say to stop dreaming and face reality, I say, keep dreaming and make reality.
Brianna Isabel Lapuz.
Celebrate the present, remember the past.
Kendall Marie Levine.
Long live all the mountains we moved. I had the time of my life with you.
Madeline Elizabeth Leiter.
Life is short, the world is wide. I want to make some memories.
Elena Celeste Liddell.
Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path.
Eliza Hiba Lodi, cum laude.
O believers, patiently endure, persevere, stand on guard, and be mindful of God so you may be successful.
Fiona Cahill Lowry.
Behind you, all your memories. Before you, all your dreams. Around you, all who love you. Within you, all you need.
Catherine Aurelia Lukasik, magna cum laude.
It is only with the heart that one can see rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye.
Angela Lumai.
Everything will work out in the end. Have faith and know that all the good you prayed and worked for will come true.
Maureen Catherine Lynch.
Do your best every day. Even if it's not your best ever, it's still your best for that day. That's what matters.
Madeline K. McLeish.
They're gonna try to tell you no, shatter all your dreams, but you gotta get up and go and think of better things.
Carly Rose Madden, cum laude.
There are far, far better things than any we leave behind.
Erin Rose Mahoney, magna cum laude.
All your dreams can come true if you have the courage to pursue them.
Laura Ann Malley, magna cum laude.
I can't think of any better representation of beauty than someone who is unafraid to be herself.
Sarah Manjo.
Success is the ability to go from one failure to another with no loss of enthusiasm.
Ashley Marie Manning, cum laude.
I am not lost, for I know where I am. But however, where I am, may be lost.
Bianca Anna Marcone, cum laude.
Don't be afraid. Be focused. Be determined. Be hopeful. Be empowered.
Nadia Dallas Basira Nausi.
That's the beauty of life. Just when you thought you have reached the end, you somehow found a new way to begin again.
Lily Beatrice May.
How you will heal and you'll rise above, crowned by an overture bold and beyond, it's more courageous to overcome.
Ellie Suzanne McCarthy.
There is always light, if only we're brave enough to see it, if only we're brave enough to be it.
Kathleen Marie McDonald.
Don't sit down and wait for the opportunities to come. Get up and make them.
Gabrielle Alexis McDonald.
Never bend your head, always hold it high, look the world straight in the eye.
Margaret Lukenbach McLogan, cum laude.
Everything you do makes a difference. You just have to decide what kind of difference you're going to make.
Margaret Mary Meehan.
Your education is a dress rehearsal for a life that is yours to lead.
Anna Gail Marucci, cum laude.
Sometimes I've believed in as many as 6 impossible things before breakfast.
Julia Wynn Metis.
There is no passion to be found in playing small, in settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living.
Sadie Liliana Miller Wright, magna cum laude.
One today is worth 2 tomorrows.
Charlotte Jane Miner, magna cum laude.
Be not afraid of growing slowly, be afraid of only standing still.
Ariane Monique Montgomery.
Never give up until you've given all your very best. It's better to fail trying than wondering what could have happened if you tried.
Caitlin Smith Moyer, magna cum laude.
You will do great things, but first you must learn who you are meant to be.
Lily Grace Naderhood, magna cum laude.
This was the very first page, not where the storyline ends.
Samantha Ann Niemer.
Life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away.
Maria Christine Norvell.
What you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals.
Mary Grace O'Day, summa cum laude.
With each step, I am more certain everything will turn out fine. I have confidence the world can be all mine. I have confidence in me.
Fantola Simasola Ogundipa.
People think pleasing God is all God cares about, but any fool living in the world can see it is always trying to please us back.
Sophia Polizzi, cum laude.
Nothing ever fatigues me but doing what I do not like.
Christina Payne.
In 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on.
Hannah Peterson.
Life is but a walking shadow.
Francesca Danielle Petrucci, magna cum laude.
Stop being afraid of what could go wrong and start being excited about what could go right.
Antoinette Renee Pinkins.
Every situation and every experience will lead you to exactly where you are supposed to be.
Kristen Marie Pizzielli.
You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the one who will decide where to go.
Renee Nicole Predum.
Be a lover, give love, choose love.
Soraya Marie Puerto Khalil, cum laude.
I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them in my life.
Jennifer Marie Rabahi.
You cannot swim for new horizons until you have the courage to lose sight of the shore.
Sinine Hazim Razlan.
Whenever you feel like letting go and you've got your back against the wall, hold on, because you are undefeatable.
Grace Marie Restelli.
The life you live is more important than the words you speak.
Julia Margaret Rea, magna cum laude.
Someday we'll look back and smile and know it was worth every mile.
Mary Faith Richard.
Let no one ever come to you without leaving better and happier.
Anna Grace Ramatsky, summa cum laude.
I'm just happy to be here.
Olivia Marceline Roach.
The most rewarding things in life are often the ones that look like they cannot be done.
Amina Joelle Robinson, magna cum laude.
Today you are you. That is truer than true. There is no one alive who is youer than you.
Carson Nicole Rowley.
Youth is something I never want to take for granted. I just want to smile and live life.
Stella Marin Rogers.
If you don't know where you want to go, then it doesn't matter which path you take.
Olivia Elizabeth Ramaya.
Our lives are before us, our past is behind us, our memories are forever within us.
Morgan Rude, magna cum laude.
The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams.
Daria Elizabeth Brorick.
Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go.
Reagan Elizabeth Rose.
Your life is your story, and the adventure ahead of you is the journey to fulfill your own purpose and potential.
Margaret Hope Elizabeth Russell.
I've always done whatever I want and always been exactly who I am.
Olivia Sanum, magna cum laude.
The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall.
McKenna Sanum, magna cum laude.
Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Juliana Rose Santillion, cum laude.
Dreams don't always have to exist while the sun's down and your eyes are shut.
Annabelle Maeve Saunders.
Wherever you go, go with all your heart.
Caitlin Rita Savaya.
Graduation is not the end, it's the beginning of a new chapter.
Gretchen Marie Sawicki, cum laude.
There is no right time. There is just time and what you choose to do with it.
Madison Janae Shepard.
Be passionate and move forward with gusto every single hour of every single day until you reach your goal.
Insia Sharif.
You can't move forward without saying goodbye to the past.
Fatima Sadiq, cum laude.
I can't change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails to always reach my destination.
Alexandra Matia Sin, magna cum laude.
Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind.
Angela Marie Sinicola, cum laude.
No matter what anybody tells you, words and ideas can change the world.
Grace Kelly Sneckenberger, magna cum laude.
Sometimes the plateau is a launching pad.
Kendall Elise Spivey.
Worrying about nothing, pray about anything, and thank God for everything.
Alyssa Drew Studvent.
Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world.
Cameron Shea Swickard.
You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime.
Lauren Swords.
Take pride in how far you've come. Have faith in how far you can go, but don't forget to enjoy the journey.
Juliana Danielle Tague.
I can be changed by what happens to me, but I refuse to be reduced by it.
Sabrina Janice Thomas, magna cum laude.
Believe you can, and you're halfway there.
Ainsley Sky Tomsich, magna cum laude.
So shines a good deed in a weary world.
Corinne Juliana Trupp.
The brave may not live forever, but the cautious do not live at all.
Brenna Diane Vandenberg, magna cum laude.
Every ending is a beginning. We just don't know it at the time.
Tegan Vaughn.
You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength.
Reagan Mackenzie Walsh.
You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough.
Aram Ward.
Why are you trying so hard? You're already beautiful.
Gabrielle Jerry Wara, magna cum laude.
The purpose of life is a life with purpose.
Elizabeth Victoria Shu Wyden, magna cum laude.
Where's the fire? What's the hurry about? You better cool it off before you burn it out.
Reagan Leilani Williams.
The most wasted of days is one without laughter.
Abigail Rose Worley.
It's funny how you wake up each day and never really know if it will be the one that will change your life forever.
Isabel Miriam Zablak, magna cum laude.
Practice like you have never won, but perform like you have never lost.
Claire Catherine Zara, magna cum laude.
If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it.
Sophia Zestos.
When one door closes, another one opens.
Mercy High School's class of 2022.
Congratulations and thank you, Dr. Krieger, Mrs. Sattler, Ms. McMaster, and Mrs. Tarplin. Okay, so now it's my turn. I wanted to begin by taking a moment to thank you for providing me with this occasion to address the class of 2022. Over my 24-year teaching career, I have been afforded many opportunities and have worked with countless students. However, I can unequivocally say that these past 3 years at Mercy have been the most rewarding and fulfilling. When I'm asked what it's like to teach in an all-girls school, I always answer saying, it's the golden ticket of teaching posts. Coming to work each day, having the opportunity to learn from and with some of the most intelligent, driven, and strong young women I've ever met is truly a dream. For me, Mercy serves as a pathway to knowledge, and my classroom as the nexus for change. It is within the terribly undecorated and frankly embarrassingly boring walls of my classroom where I am provided with a gift. Each day I'm afforded the ability to use literature as a medium to infuse the students at Mercy with the tools needed to make a difference in the world. Now, class of 2022, I know for some of you English may not have been your jam. However, I would like to take a moment to remind you of some of the female characters you have met, and if you let them, they can serve as trailblazers for your future. As ninth graders, you learn from Esperanza in the house on Mango Street. Through her desire to have a different life than most of the women she observed, Esperanza uses her ability to see past societal constructs and, at a young age, aspires to negate the negative cycle imposed upon the women on Mango Street. Esperanza explains that her grandmother looked out the window her whole life, the way so many women sit their sadness on an elbow. However, Esperanza goes on to say, I have inherited her name, but I don't want to inherit her place by the window. You may not have realized, class of 2022, but Sandra Cisneros created this character to empower women just like you, to see that it's possible to break systemic cycles of subordination. You should never settle for less than what you are worthy of. Esperanza's name means hope. Never give up on yours. As juniors, you encountered many female protagonists who continued to use their stories as springboards for change. Take Hester Prynne from The Scarlet Letter. Here we have a male author creating a female protagonist who displays relentless strength. As a male writing in 1850, he circumvented gender norms by calling for equality. This is apparent when the narrator intones that at some brighter period, a new truth would be revealed in order to establish the whole relation between men and women on a sure ground of mutual happiness. If Nathaniel Hawthorne could see the need for change in 1850, there's absolutely no reason why all of you cannot follow his lead and fight for all women. Hester stood true to who she was and refused to allow a patriarchal society impact how she viewed herself. If she was able to do so during Puritan times, surely you can too. In Women in Literature, we use the trials and tribulations of many female characters to serve as an inspiration and catalyst for change. In particular, our beloved Celie from The Color Purple is a pivotal example of resilience, perseverance, and relentlessness as she takes us on her lifelong journey toward inner peace and redemption. Class of 2022, as you journey through your own life, you will encounter moments, people, and circumstances that make you feel helpless and hopeless. When you do, I want you to think of Celie, what she was able to overcome, and remember her looking at Mr. Blank, her oppressor, and saying as she walked out the door, "Until you do right by me, everything you touch will crumble." Psh. If Celie could do it, surely you can too. In AP Lit, the ceremony goes as usual, and we begin after a series of treacherous poetry explications with Antigone, a tragedy by Sophocles, orated around 440 BC. After meeting Antigone, we quickly start to refer to her as Tiggy, since we connect to her strong-willed personality and refusal to, as King Creon suggests, yield to his authority. Although Antigone is considered a tragedy, Tiggy's conviction and sense of self makes this play anything but tragic. In a time when women were deemed to be unworthy of basic rights, Tiggy confronts the king of Thebes and refuses to acquiesce to his demands. In her first encounter with the king, Tiggy stands firm, looks him straight in the eye and says, "I've been accused of a folly by a fool." If Tiggy in 441 BC can point out the king's use of injustice, surely so can you. And finally, I obviously saved my hero and best friend Jane for last. Over the years, my students have asked me what my favorite novel is, and I always answer the same: Jane Eyre. Since I met Jane in my first college English class, she has remained by my side through my life's obstacles. I often look to her and marvel at her ability to put herself and her dreams first, and her refusal to succumb to the expectations of her as a Victorian woman. However, it's Jane's recognition that she needs education and the ability to be self-reliant in order to survive that has served as my inspiration. Jane empowers her readers to hear her and to learn from her. This is apparent when she yells at handsome Mr. Rochester, "I am no bird, and no net ensnares me. I am a free human being with an independent will." Class of 2022, you will find yourself tangled in many metaphorical, and if you're clumsy, real nets throughout your life. However, I know that you have everything it takes to untangle yourself and use your independent will and intelligence to set yourself free like Jane. As Mercy students, you have spent the last 4 years among an army of women who have shown that conflict, social and political unrest, and a global pandemic did not stand in the way of your ability to gain an education, graduate high school, have a great time, form lifelong friendships, and become stronger and more informed women. However, it is now time to write your own stories, where you will serve as the protagonist, where you will forge your own path, where you will create speech-worthy quotes and change the lives of others. I look at all of you and I know that, without a doubt, you are about to set this world on fire. And perhaps, on your journey, you will quote that crazy English teacher, Mrs. Harold, who can often be heard yelling, "Just do it right," Just do it better. Never settle for less than what you want for yourself. The world is at your fingertips, ladies. Now go change it. Congratulations, class of 2022. You are sensational. Thank you. I would now like to introduce the senior class officers who will present the class tribute. Anna Ramatsky will begin.
Mercy High School, as you know, is a school steeped in tradition. At the conclusion of our graduation ceremonies at Mercy's original location on Outer Drive in Detroit, the graduates would process from the auditorium through the Rose Arbor to the Grotto of Mary, the Mother of Mercy. This tradition will continue today as we, the senior class officers, present flowers to Mary, symbolizing the characteristics which make this, the class of 2022, unique. The rose that I will present to Mary represents the gratitude we all have for Mercy and for each other. During our 4 years, I'm sure we have all felt a wide range of emotions about our school and the people in it, but I hope that as we all look back on high school, we can see the mosaic of both positive and negative experiences as things which have made us who we are today. 4 years ago, we walked into Mercy with a blank canvas, but standing here today, we each have a unique masterpiece composed of colorful memories behind us. We all have something to be grateful for from the past 4 years, whether it be the love of our families, support of our friends, or the food in the caf. It is our gratitude that will determine what we allow ourselves to accomplish as we move forward in life.
Today, I, Morgan Rude, will present Mary with the rose representing our class faithfulness. Psalm 46:5 states, "God is within her, she will not fall." At Mercy, we cultivated a strong faith as both individuals and as a community. Whether it was the gentle exchange of peace at Mass with our advisor group, attending retreats, or starting off our morning in prayer, we were all witnesses of God's growing love within the Mercy community. These experiences have enriched our friendships, helping us find comfort in the many, and I mean many, challenges we have experienced these past 4 years. Our faith has guided us to accomplish so much, and we will continue to do so wherever we end up, as we will forever carry the power, diligence, and intelligence God has gifted us in our hearts.
With the memories we have created comes the friendships and bonds we have made. This rose, which I, Mary Catherine, will present, represents the friendships our class has formed with each other during the 4 years here at Mercy. 4 years ago, we started this journey as strangers, or only knowing a few people. However, as the years passed, we created lifelong friendships and memories which we will cherish for the rest of our lives. Be bonded over the fun and joyful moments of our 4 years, but the hardest times at Mercy are what truly made these friendships strong. As we enter into the unknown of college, we carry these friendships that we have formed with us, and we know that our Mercy sisters will always be there for us, because as we always say, once a Mercy girl, always a Mercy girl. The rose that I, Sabrina Thomas, present to Mary represents the countless memories we have made here at Mercy. Some good, some bad, but we wouldn't trade them for anything because these memories were made with our sisters. The best gifts are not anything you can buy in a store. They are the memories we create with people we love. All the smiles, laughs, tears, hugs, triumphs, failures, and comebacks, they are the best thing that we could ever ask for here at Mercy.
To Mary, I, Maria Johnson, will present the rose representing the perseverance of the class of 2022. We made it. We persevered through AP classes, college applications, standardized tests, participating in extracurriculars, maintaining our grades, and friendship endings and beginnings. We have sacrificed, suffered, cried, laughed, and ultimately triumphed together. And although it may have been hard, Mercy did its job in preparing us for the rigorous and hectic lifestyle we were entering into in college. Together, we realized that as hard as it may be, that we can make it to the end, no matter how long it may take or how difficult it is. The end of this chapter of our lives are here, and if we can make it this far, nothing is stopping us from what is paved on the road ahead. Our lives are like a story. With graduation comes the ending of a chapter and a final page turned. We are now ready to start the next chapter, titled The Rest of Our Lives.
The final rose, presented by myself, Maggie McLogan, represents the aspirations of our graduating class. Throughout our 4 years at Mercy, we have aspired to achieve many things, whether it be making the varsity sports team, being cast as the lead in the school play, or attaining the GPA we always wanted. Our goals at Mercy have always pushed us to be our absolute best. Today, we are achieving the most anticipated of our high school aspirations, graduation. But our goals don't end with this ceremony. High school may be ending, but the rest of our lives have just begun. As we all venture out beyond Mercy High School, we hope to find our place in the world. We aspire to be teachers, doctors, lawyers, engineers, businesswomen, artists, and everything else that Mercy girls are capable of. And it is our aspirations, our hopes and dreams that will live on as we leave Mercy and as we make our impact on the world.
Thank you, class of 2022, class officers. Since Our Lady of Mercy is the patroness of Mercy High School, we conclude the celebration with the Merciers singing Ave Maria. Thank you, Merciers. I now declare the 77th Annual Commencement of Mercy High School concluded. We ask that you please remain seated while the faculty and graduates process out of the amphitheater. For the safety of others, please be sure to take with you any discarded water bottles or other refuse. Please meet your graduate outside of the pavilion. Once you have met your graduates outside, you may return for pictures if you desire. On behalf of my colleagues, thank you for entrusting your daughters to us for the last 4 years. Good afternoon, and God bless.